Hi friends, welcome to today's aerial yoga class. Today you will be learning a loop style dance sequence with the hammock. A loop sequence means the start and end of the sequence join together seamlessly so that you can continue practicing the sequence in a never-ending loop. This is my absolute favorite way to practice in the hammock. I'll demo the sequence 2 times before I invite you to go through it with me, so you can visually see what's coming up and understand my cueing and pose names. This will be helpful for when you aren't able to see me when you're in your hammock. We will walk through the sequence 2 more times together, then I'll invite you to put your favorite music on and continue practicing the sequence by yourself. I recommend trying to do at least 5 rounds of the sequence on both sides of your body with the goal of smoothing out each transition and movement so that it appears fluid. This is an incredibly addictive way to train with the hammock, and I'm excited to share this practice with you today. Let's get started. Alright, so let's get started in the first pose, which is inverted goddess. I'm going to start in front of the hammock for this first round. So you're going to come to the hammock, shoulders come inside, press down, lifting up onto the balls of the feet, bringing the hammock to the lower back, and hands are going to be wider than hip width distance apart. So to bring that weight into the hammock, reaching up as you lift the knees, inverted goddess, slide the hands down, soles of the feet meet on the other side of the hammock, and then you release the hand grip to the ground. Inverted goddess. Let's take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Next pose is going to be pigeon. So I'm going to wrap crochet my left leg first onto the hammock. My right leg will come out wide and then rotate behind me for pigeon. I'm going to lift my hands up and take a little pretty hand action here. I can also point that toe that's wrapped around the hammock. I'm going to look up, reach up onto that free side, that right side of the hammock. Opposite hand to leg is going to reach up and grab, and then I'm going to bend this knee and allow myself to fall towards the ground. A falling position, like a rag doll. I'll then grip up on both sides, coming into a half hip wrap camel. Knees come behind and I release the hammock. I'm going to go through this slower on the third round. So I'm going to reach up and press this wrapped leg side away, and then also reach back for my free leg foot, coming into a back balance stag. Reaching both hands high, I'll release my hands to the front for gazelle, straightening the leg in the hammock, and then coming through for a lunge shape, landing the free leg on the ground, releasing the hand out wide, and then coming through into a seat, keeping this top of the foot onto the hammock, reaching up high, coming through for an arabesque position, straightening the leg that's in the hammock, bending that free leg. Free leg comes down onto the ground, slipping that foot that's out of the hammock, and then releasing the hammock to the shoulders. I'm going to bend the knees to the ground to reposition so I'm not swinging when I come back into my inverted goddess. Control to come back in, and we're back at the start again. I'm going to come out and go through this on the other side so you can see both angles of the front and the back where the hammock is wrapped. So feel free to come with me if you are starting to understand where to go. Otherwise, I'm going to walk through this a little bit faster and then we'll go slower on the third round. So coming into inverted goddess. Inverted goddess. Let's do that left side again. Left leg crochets. Right leg goes out wide and then behind for pigeon. Reaching up. Coming through for a ragdoll. And then half hip wrap camel. Reaching up into both sides to bring the legs underneath and release. Coming through for our stag pose. Pressing the wrap leg hammock away. Reaching back to the free foot. And coming into that back balance stretch. Reaching up on both sides, gazelle. Releasing shoulders to the front. And then lunge it, landing the free leg down. Big circle through the arm to unwind the wrist wrap. Coming through for a seat. That free leg, right leg comes through the center. Gazelle, release to the front. And then foot to the ground. Knee into the chest as you release to the shoulders. Coming back into your inverted goddess, bending both knees so you can control when you lift up into your inversion. You're going to do that again, facing the front here. And let's do that a little bit slower this round so that you can walk through it with me if you're ready to, because you kind of know where we're going. So, first pose is inverted goddess. Balls of the feet, hands are wider than the hips. Lean into the hammock. Use that core to lift the legs out wide, toes touch, gripping high onto the hammock. Bring the feet on the other side of the hammock as you slide the hands down. If you feel safe, you can release the hands, back of the hands to the ground. Stop the swinging if there's any. Taking one deep breath in here and relaxing as you exhale. Let's wrap that left leg onto the fabric. Left leg wraps, crochets. That right leg, the foot's going to come away from the hammock, bending out wide, so pulling that knee in towards the armpit. Straighten the right leg, out wide to straddle. And then rotate the hip behind you. Option here, if your hip doesn't like rotating like that, it's too much on the hip joint, then you're going to keep the knee bent, so just switching the foot to the back and stretching the leg out behind you. Tighten the glute, lift the hands off the ground, coming into a little pretty pigeon pose here. Chin up, look up. Start to climb up that free side, that right side. Your left leg is wrapped, right hand is going to grip high, so opposite hand to leg. Imagine you can pull yourself up, and then you're going to let your left knee bends and that left hand come to the ground, like a rag doll. You can practice that a couple of times just to get the feeling of falling, that hand and leg falling at the same time. Look up, grip up onto both sides. You're gonna extend that left leg once again, press the knee into the hammock. The trick here to come into camel, in this into the wrap, is you need to pull up strongly through the upper body. So pull up, so you can take out that tension in the wrap, in the leg, so the hammock's able to move up the leg into this lovely hip wrap position. From here, release the hammock and open up through the heart. You're gonna come into a stag pose back bend here. So start to press away the wrap leg side, press it away, and then turning the hips to the left. Keep gripping onto the left pole, right hand releases to grab the right foot, and then kicking into the hand to open up through the chest and the back. Keep squeezing through the glutes. Reach up on both sides with the hands. The wrap leg, that left leg's going to extend, and you'll release the hands to the front, and then release the left hand. Bring the shoulder to the back of the hammock. The wrist wrap is going to come onto that right wrist. Bend the left knee, right foot comes to the ground for your low lunge. Or high lunge, I guess. High lunge, let's call it a high lunge. Keep gripping onto the left hand releases. Make a pretty circle here, releasing to the back and re-gripping onto the hammock. Extend the leg that's in the hammock, bend the right knee. Bring that right knee into the chest. Bring it through the center of the hammock, and you're in a little seat here. Coming through for arabesque, reach up high. You're gonna release the shoulders to the front as you try and extend the right leg, that leg that's in the hammock right now. The left leg's going to bend, so extending the shoulders to the front. Right leg extends. It's okay if that right leg can't extend all the way. It can stay bent. Release that left leg to the ground. Lower down through that standing leg so the foot can come out, pointing the toe. Bring the right knee into the chest. Keep holding into the hammock as you lay the shoulders down into the hammock. Release the hands here. You might take some pretty arms. And then you'll come and bend both knees to touch the ground. Coming back underneath the rig point. And we're going to do that one more time together. Gripping up high and coming into your inversion. Option here as well, if you're finding it hard to lift up both legs at the same time, option to also come one leg at a time to come into your inverted goddess. Hands to the ground. Let's do that right leg this time. So right leg's going to crochet onto the hammock. Left knee comes out wide, away from the hammock, extends or stays bent, and rotates, extending to the back of the space. Pigeon pose. Release or bring the hands up away from the ground. Tighten that left glute. Chin to the chest, look up. Climb up that left side pole. Opposite hand to leg is gripping, so left hand grips, right leg is on the hammock. Reach up and then ragdoll, bending the knee and letting the hand fall to the ground. Let's do that one more time on this side. Reach both hand and leg up. Big inhale and then ragdoll, let it fall. Looking up, grip onto both sides. Lots of weight into the hand grip so that right leg extends, helps to press down. Bring the weight into the hand grip so you can bring the knees underneath you into your camel shape. Release the hands, looking up. Stag pose. Grab that right pole so the right leg is wrapped and you'll push it away down towards the knee, turning the hips to the right. Release that left hand, grab your left foot with your left hand and kick the foot into the hand, opening up through the chest. Re-grip back onto the hammock, up nice and high, gazelle. Shoulders release to the front, extend the right leg, bend the left knee. That right hand's gonna release so you can grip around to the back side. Left foot to the ground, bend the right knee so the hammock's gonna slide the knee underneath the knee. Lunge, and then take that pretty circle with the left hand. Release the left hand and then grip back high. Extend the right leg, bring the left knee through the chest, and then through the middle of the hammock. Grip up nice and high, coming through for your arabesque. Shoulders extend to the front, bend both knees, extending the left knee as much as you can. Bring the right foot to the ground. Left foot will slide on out, point the toe, and then bring the shoulders into the hammock as you lay back. Pretty hands, bend both knees, and you can come back into your inversion. So as you can see, even after just 1 or 2 rounds of this, or 4 rounds if you did everything with me, you can see that the heart rate starts to get up. You'll start to feel that the hand grip is working a lot, the core, the whole body is working a lot, just to help you transition as fluidly as possible through each pose. So the next steps from here is to continue practicing this sequence by yourself. Maybe chuck on some music that you really love, dance it out. The goal again is to find that fluidity between your transitions and movements as you're building that strength and cardiovascular endurance as well. So that brings us to the end of our video today. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure to hit that thumbs up icon to let me know, and also share your practice with me on Instagram by tagging Aerial Yoga Life. I look forward to seeing you on the gram and again on YouTube. Until then, have a beautiful day and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. If you're wanting to continue dancing it out, then maybe try this aerial yoga workout to Pretty Girl. Or if you're ready to cool down, then I think you would really love this restorative Batman pose. If you enjoyed this, then please make sure to make that thumbs up icon get blue.